In this video, you will know how to get into INSEAD, and not only that, you will also know whether INSEAD is meant for you or not. Makes sense to understand a mutual fit given the fact it is a one-year MBA program. It's actually a 10-month MBA program, and not everybody will be a strong fit. Let's coach you on what matters to INSEAD and how can you get in. Everything that you need to know about getting into one of the best one-year MBA programs in the entire world. This is Jatin. I'm a global admission consultant, and I've helped applicants generate over 100 crores of top MBA scholarship. Do subscribe to this channel and also press the bell icon below so that you can stay on top of your MBA game. Thank you. Let's get started with cracking INSEAD. Before I move in, I want to get an important message out. Now, let me do a quick test. When you hear these terms, consulting, banking, private equity, product management, general management, do these terms sound fancy to you, or do you know what these are? Like, do you have a sense of direction in terms of what to look for? If you think, well, these are some of the MBA careers that I'll begin to learn about only once I'm there in a business school, then a 10-month MBA program such as INSEAD is not meant for you. Right? If you watched my goals exercise video and you know that you have no idea why you need to do an MBA, there is nothing wrong with that and you can be trained. But if you do belong to this category, INSEAD should not be your top priority, because in 10 months, you should be finding your opportunities to address your plan A or plan B, right? Rather than expecting to learn and getting started from the basics to understand what these different plans are. Now, a lot of my applicants who've gone to INSEAD, one of the very important filters was their current grip of short-term, long-term goals. And I'm not saying that you have to stick with what you write on the goals essays. No, not at all. One of my recently admitted applicants, and I interviewed her, and you can watch her video on YouTube, and she clearly stated that she is not sticking with the goal story that she and I created during the applications. And it's also considering tech as an option now, as opposed to the consulting story that she and I had. But I know the strong grip that she had on her consulting goals, and she and I created all the valid reasons for why consulting is meant for her. And with her understanding, INSEAD could assess, now look at the mindset. With her understanding, INSEAD could assess that even if she changes her goals, her entire blueprint is so mature that we know she'll be making very, very informed choices even if she gets to campus and has only 10 months to do it. The point is, exploring new and different careers was not theoretical for her, and she could make very informed choices. And if you belong to this category, definitely apply. But if you belong to the category where you have seen short-term, long-term goals for the first time on either this video or maybe somewhere else on Google, but deep down you have no idea what is next for you, then INSEAD will go really, really fast for your appetite. It's an awesome program. In fact, it is one of the 9 programs on my upper A category list, and I have seen a lot of my applicants go there. But I tell this to all the applicants that I work with. 10-month window is too narrow for people from the confused category. People who know what they want, go save a year. Do amazing things in Singapore, Europe, whatever campus you want to be in. But people who do not know what they want to do, maybe HBS is a better fit, TUC is a better fit. All the 2-year MBA programs. And if you do not know what you really want to do, why do you really want to save a year? Go experience the learning curve. Do you get it? Now, let's look at the next part. What to expect when you're applying? Well, first, they expect you to have strong international exposure. And they used to ask for these explicitly in their essays until recently. And even though the essay topic is not there anymore, at least not at the time of making this video, they still expect you to have strong international exposure. Why? Well, look at the logic. Because of a great international diversity in INSEAD. And I mean great diversity. And I'm just not just using the term diversity like that. The recent most class at INSEAD had people from 88 different countries. And I learned it from an applicant, like they know different nationalities from the background of your passport. And you should definitely pick up a foreign language as well if you're headed to INSEAD. It's a suggestion, not mandatory, suggestion. And listen, a lot of you will ask me, is it mandatory to pick up Spanish, French, a new language, or what if I do not choose to learn another language? Again, think about it this way. This school is your first initiative towards becoming truly global. Agree? You will not be a data scientist or a researcher sitting behind a desk. You will be a business leader who will be accountable for making very, very strong moves. And those initiatives will require you to get along with great diversity of people. And those people will speak different languages. Stop seeing life from the perspective of is it needed or is it mandatory or is it a checklist? You are making a decision to, look at an analogy. You're making a decision to buy a Ferrari. Now don't ask, is it mandatory to also go on the highway or you can drive in your condo as well. But what is the whole point? Expand along with an MBA. MBA is not a mandatory degree at all. You're choosing to expand. Do not identify opportunities to shrink in life. And it is an important attribute they look for in their applicants. They want to know that once you're in, you will hit the ground running and will have this great ability to get along with people from very, very diverse countries. As you'll be working in cohorts, it will be expected to perform in a very, very diverse system. I remember my time at Darden when a lot of recruiters did not respond to my emails in the first year after the initial recruiting seminars for internships. And I figured out the hard way that I was not interacting as per the design in an international setting. And they were just not impressed with whatever I was doing back then. Do you understand? Now, another thing to expect when you apply to INSEAD is to have a very strong sense of employability. And it is clearly evident from their essays. Do you know, they want to know, they had like 2-3 years ago, they had 8 essays or 10 essays. And now they have, I think, 6 or 7 essays. Do you know, they want to know so much about your goals, your past, your plan B, or what will your next position be if you do not choose to do an MBA. It clearly tells that they're preparing you ahead of time to tell you that you will have loads of things to do when you get here, and while you are in the middle of solving tons of cases on finance, marketing, operations, tech, you will learn your way into finding connections with people from everywhere in the world. Go figure this out. It is an awesome program, power-packed in 10 months, and it's important for you to know your thought process really ahead of time. Now, from a goals perspective, who is an ideal candidate for INSEAD? Someone who has a very mature outlook towards goals. Unlike me, I had very, very strong essays, but internally, I knew that let me just get onto INSEAD campus and I'll be doing a lot of exploration to figure out what is it that I really want to do in my life. And I belong to this category of confused applicants. There is nothing to be ashamed of, guys. You can actually be in the categories of being a confused applicant. Go to a 2-year MBA. If you really know internally that, you know what, I'll construct goals just for the heck of doing it, but I have no idea why I want to be in an MBA. Spend 2 years in a program. HBS, go for it. Wharton, Columbia, these programs, go for it. And in 10 months, how much would you learn? Don't experiment when you are clueless about what is it that you want to do. Got it? Next stage. When can you start with INSEAD? They have 2 intakes. One of them comes with an internship and the other one does not. I would recommend picking up the one with an internship which starts in August. You want to, date the recruiter before marrying them. It's like they want the same. Before they sign up with you for a full-time job, they want to see you for 2 to 3 months. And they want the same. Getting into a recruiting contract is tougher for them, and if they do not try you out, and if they do not get a chance to try you out for a few weeks, trust me, life becomes way tougher if you want to crack a full-time job. So try a program. So they have 2 different intakes. If possible, give priority to the one that comes with an internship as compared to the other one. Otherwise, they have 2 intakes. Doors are open. Explore whatever comes to your mind. Hope you liked this video. If you did, press the subscribe button along with the bell icon to tune into this channel. I'll be throwing a lot of relevant information in times to come. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.